Like a goal to me is so black and white and so 2D. Like a vision is 5D. It's like all the senses are firing. It's like a vision is the journey, right? And the whole purpose of having the goal is to go on the journey and to live it. So the vision is just way richer to me. And I named Tokyo 2020. It's a vision quest. It's like I'm on this quest. It is my quest.
Welcome to Black Belt Beauty Radio, a podcast fueled by a passion to support your journey in developing your most beautiful and optimal performance in life. Each episode is driven with the intention to elevate your mind. When we elevate our mind, we elevate our life. So get ready. It's time to rise. What's up, people? Welcome back to another episode of Black Belt Beauty Radio. Can you feel the smile on my face right now? Because it's huge, you guys. I've got my girl, Kerri Walsh Jennings, on the podcast for you. So Kerri is a 5-time Olympian, 3-time gold medalist, 1-time bronze medalist, and she's going for her 4th gold, you guys, this summer at the Tokyo Games. Be ready to cheer. She's an entrepreneur, the co-founder of P1440, which is a digital platform that's built around the sport of beach volleyball, supporting its growth on every level from the sand to all of our screens. Kerri is a proud and loving wife to her rad husband, Casey Jennings, and is one of the coolest and bestest mommies I know walking this earth to her 3 kids, Joey, Sundance, and Scout. In addition to that incredible list, Kerri, as many of you already know, is one of my dearest and bestest girlfriends. She is straight up family, you guys. So there are way too many qualities for me to address on what makes my girl so incredible, for those of you who don't know. But to prime you a bit on this very inspiring conversation I had with her, I do want to know a few things that I love about my girl. She is a believer who sees no limits to what is possible to achieve in life. She has incredible mental frameworks that support the daily practice and process of reaching for better and achieving it. She is fiercely loyal and loving to her people. I can speak to that loudly. She walks her walk with consistency. Side note, one of my favorite qualities in a human. She's a growth mindset, curious woman who is driven by passion, purpose, and vision. She is kind, she's courteous, and she is generous beyond any words. I've barely scratched the surface here, legit, you guys, but I believe you get the point. My girl is remarkable. So, in this super giggly, and you have been warned, elevating conversation, we get down on so many good topics, such as the backstory to our friendship, how she manages intense energy, being obsessed with winning, her strengths and how she balances her fully loaded life, what pressure means to her, her focus on discovering the perfect amount of tension on her desire to win, how important teamwork is to her process, and how invaluable it is to actualizing her vision, inviting more feminine energy into her daily life, meditation being a major tool for inner peace, her morning routine, how deeply important her training team is to her and why, the difference between vulnerability versus weakness, high performance conversations, what are they and why are they so important? The powerful teamwork and dynamic between her and her husband, Casey, the difference between a goal versus a vision, her vision quest for 2020, her goals for 2020, maneuvering around the emotional waves that come with, our biological hormonal changes throughout the month, especially for you ladies, obviously. And Kerri answers 3 questions from our Black Belt Beauty community. Question 1 is how she keeps her nerves under control when she competes. Question 2, why optimal nutrition is so important at all ages and stages of life. Number 3, how she keeps going on days when she's straight up tired, the hardest of hard days. How does she do it? And so much more, you guys. I mean, it's almost pointless for me to say that this episode is very special to me. It's literally been 2 years coming and we finally made it happen. So excited and proud. So if you don't know Kerri yet, be ready to fall in love with one of the most remarkable humans on earth. I know I'm biased, but I know a lot of people will back me up on that statement. She's the GOAT of beach volleyball. She's one of the greatest athletes of all time, period. Man, woman, period. Athlete, all time. And she is my ride or die homegirl for life. So one more thing before I hit play, just a fun little real talk side note. You guys, I had to stop and restart this intro at least 6 times because every time I get to this place where I want to tell you that Kerri is my ride or die homegirl for life, I'd get choked up and I'd start crying straight up. So, I spared you the weepiness and gave you a clean intro, but it's just to say, man, that she is my heart. She is the realest of real. And I'm so proud to have her on the podcast and share her beautiful thought process, mental framework, and above all, her heart with all of you. So last bit before I hit play, you're going to hear some beeps that you don't typically hear on this podcast. And it's just special for this episode. So have fun with that. But above all, enjoy this beautiful conversation with my girl, Kerri Walsh Jennings. Kerri, what's your favorite word besides...
My favorite word. I really like wonderful.
Oh, that's a good one.
Isn't it a good one?
It's really well-rounded with joy.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Wonderful.
That's wonderful. Yeah, it makes me smile when you say it. Anything you can smile, like makes you smile when you say it, like Roxy. It's a beautiful word.
It is a good word. Yeah. I know. I love words so much. Over the years, I've had this vocabulary increase list and I just keep adding to it. And the raddest thing is, and I don't even necessarily go back to it too much to check on the words and like school myself.
Yeah.
But it's almost like once I've put it there and then every time I go back to add a word, I see it there. And the best feeling for me is that over the years, I can see, oh my gosh, these words are now so integrated into my vocabulary.
Oh, that's incredible.
I know,
well,
right?
Did your dad do the exercise with you guys with the encyclopedias or?
No, you're so cute. That's such a good memory. Similar? No, my dad would read the dictionary. That's like a normal book for him that he would just read. And then I think you're missing, you're confusing it. Confusing it. Thank you. With this memory that I shared with you where I used to read the encyclopedia as a kid. I wasn't even really reading it though. I was just kind of like, I don't know. I felt smart, kind of just focused.
The leather bound, like
like looking at these maps and these charts, like that. Okay, that. And I just remember my dad walking by one time, and I was on my bed, in the encyclopedia, and he looked at me. He's like, "Good job."
Oh my gosh, how cute! That's so funny. The ways that we try to impress our parents.
I know.
It makes me want to cry.
I wasn't trying to impress him, but then I knew that it would, so I just felt so proud when he said, "Good job, kid."
Do you know the one instance that I felt myself trying to impress my dad? It's going to show us the difference between you and me. He loves pepperoncinis.
Oh my God, I do too.
They're so good. They changed the formula. It's not as tasty these days, but he taught me how to eat them, put them in the back of your mouth so you don't burn your tongue and you don't get sick of it. And I just remember in Tahoe one time, just popped in my mouth like they were nothing and just trying to impress my dad. My eyes were watering. Here you are reading the encyclopedia. Trying to eat pepperoncinis without crying.
You're like, Dad, I'm tough. I got this.
God, it's so funny.
Dude, you are tough. I think for fun, I don't think a lot of people know this, that, we were born pretty much neighbor to each other.
Madness.
Right? Yeah, I know, right?
Yes.
So the joke that, we exchange with each other is guaranteed in those super young years of life, we cross paths. We had to have, right?
Well, you know what they say about the love of your life, the person you end up being the love of your life, you've crossed paths many times before you're 18 or early 20s or whatever. That's for sure true for Casey.
Yeah.
For sure true for you. And
yeah. I know, because then we had another moment with your best girl who got married and...
With Sarah.
Yes, with Sarah.
But I wasn't ready for you.
I don't know why.
Nowhere near ready for you.
I don't know. Really?
Yeah, I don't think you would have liked me. And I would have been
That's impossible for me to imagine.
Same thing for Casey. I had to get ready for Casey because Casey's a lot. He's a full plate, very nuanced.
Yeah.
So amazing. and I grew up in a bubble, in a bubble, in a bubble.
So what helped you expand to this point where now you feel like you are so
getting out of the bubble? But I love bubbles. Like, I hope my kids grow up in a bubble because the safety and the security there is beautiful, and like the self-exploration and all these things. But like, what I'm learning about myself, I'm going on my 20th season of volleyball, like crazy stuff, but I'm learning more now than ever. And I don't know if it's because I'm being more thoughtful or what, but I need a lot of reps. Yeah. And each rep kind of like increases my bandwidth and my capability, my capacity by like a millimeter. And so I take a long time to understand something and to get somewhere. But once I'm there, I'm like a beast because I have those 10,000 reps type of thing, but it's so frustrating. But anyhow, I think that's happens in my relationships that I get ready for and that I grow into. Like, our depth of our relationship is so beautiful.
Oh my God. I have no words for it. And I think that's the biggest statement because I'm such a wordy woman, but I really, really, in all the years that we've been friends already, I was thinking back, knowing we were going to podcast today, I'm like, I literally went back to the first day that we met to our job. With
the AVP, that one, or with Sarah?
Documentary.
Oh, okay.
It was Mark.
It was Falling in Love Twice. The second time.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah, because I don't really remember. I think I was so in work mode with makeup. I just wanted to crush it, you know? I don't remember that. I don't
remember when Sarah got married. Like, what year was that? I just remember
the hotel room. We were in
beautiful,
Laguna. Right.
Her wedding was perfect and she looked stunning.
Yeah. What year was that?
I can't remember. I want to say 07 or 08.
So crazy. I don't know. But you were there.
I was there. But and then we reconnected.
Yes.
Was I pregnant with Sundance or right after Sundance?
You were pregnant with Sundance. Okay, so Joey had like the full-on curls going on. And then, you were pregnant and you were my neighbor. But we'll leave that there. No, I'm like, and I just remember, processing you and the job. And obviously it goes without saying, like, I'm so grateful. What an incredible opportunity to, have your work introduce you to who would become one of your absolute family. Like, it's not even like 100%. Best friend, it's like family, But it's cool for me to go back to the beginning and how how our exchange back then and how I process you and really just kind of paying attention to where you were in your life. Like, I remember seeing you and Casey out to eat a couple times, but there was one standout time that I so specifically remember, just in the neighborhood, We were at that point where for sure I could have came up, said hi, I would have been, but I just remember thinking like, no, I just want them to to have their moment because I know, I have a lot of friends who, I guess high profile is the best way to put it. I can just
relative term, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, whatever. Just like who are out there. So people know them. Yeah. And how, lots of people come up and the whole thing. And I just saw you with your family and it was this peaceful moment. I'm like, no, just let them have their moment. But
Casey appreciates that.
I know, right? Dude, I get your man.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah. And I shouldn't just put that on him because I appreciate that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah. It is. Yeah. Wait, okay. So let me ask you a question.
What do you got?
I got a lot. I'm trying to this morning.
We're going to get like 1 inch. Like on your paper of questions. We got.
Honestly, you know what these questions are? This is just for me. Well, there are some fun things that I'm like, no, I want to remember this. But this is just also for me, part of my process as a podcast host to feel like I'm doing my work.
Oh, you're so cute. Time out. Okay. When you posted last night that you were prepping, I was like, it took my breath away. I got all serious and kind of bitchy. And I was like, wait, what do I do to prepare? So I had Eric this morning at 5:45. I woke up at 4:30. I meditated. You were on my mind. And I'm like, the only way I could prepare is just to take my time, make space to be calm and composed and show up to Roxy's. And I've had the shittiest shit show of a day.
Oh my God.
I've had 3 workouts. I was like so anal and angry in all of them.
Oh my goodness.
It's crazy.
No, and you know what's so rad? You're literally answering the question that I didn't get to ask you because I wanted to ask you, so how was your morning? What did you do?
Funny.
Why?
Do you want to make me cry?
Well, I told you before we started recording, I think I was just, and this rarely happens to me, but I was overstimulated this morning training. So we might have been on the same playing field because I was like, I was on next level. Like some guy at the gym. He's like, I'm over here. He thought I was going to go.
Like, no, you're not.
Kerri, I didn't even say anything. I just looked at him and I just kind of turned the other way, and my eyes were saying, I'm not going to your space, leave me alone. I was in that, and that is,
I feel that.
Yeah.
I was there all morning. I don't know.
Really?
You're just in it.
Yeah.
You're getting down. Yeah, I don't know. That's awesome.
I mean, I love the lion. I love the animal.
Yes.
I love but today it was kind of a little too much.
Yeah.
But
you're just recalibrating.
Yeah. Something
That's
like
important. That. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing that. I'm just being an asshole. We were talking about before. I'm like, resting bitch face. It's a normal thing. Like where people like when they're being candid are super serious, and I just have this resting bitch energy about me right now, and it's too much.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question. Do you think that you're just being hard on yourself, and that you're just judging yourself because there's a lot going on? This is a huge year for you. I mean, every year is a huge year, but this is a big year. Do you think it's that, or if you think, no, there's an actual difference, I want to know what's making you feel like this is a big difference. Do you usually feel
like more? Maybe I'm always a bitch.
Maybe
my husband's right. No, I feel like okay. Two things. Well, I generally feel like I'm a happy person.
Yes.
And I'm sunshine and smiley. And that is just not as evident these days. And I don't like that so much. However, I think what's behind all of this intensity is I'm obsessed. I'm just I go to bed and I'm thinking about being great. And I wake up and I'm thinking about being great. And I'm making, Scouty cereal and I'm thinking about it. And it's a lot.
When you say being great, are we specifically
dominating?
We're thinking about game.
I'm thinking about volleyball.
Right. That was like a confession, the way you just, your face.
I know, dude. And it's so crazy because it's so kind of fun. I used to be like this. Yeah. And I had, without kids, and I had Casey at the start of my career, but it was just volleyball. And there's something so fun and so pure about that.
Yeah.
Now that I have my children who deserve all the love and focus and energy, and my husband who deserves all that, and I'm back in the space of being obsessed, I'm trying to find my feet under me.
Yeah.
Because right now I'm pretty intense with all of it. And I like the intensity, like you said. I like the lion a lot.
Yeah, you are a lioness.
I really am.
And I feel like that has been something that I've been hearing you tell me, that you really want to just, lean into. You want to be pulling from the lioness. So
careful what you wish for.
Yeah, no.
So now
I'm like, wait, hold on.
So now I'm just recalibrating. Because I've been growing into myself for the past couple of years, and I feel like I was soft for a while and trying to be joyful all the time and have joy in the journey, which I totally want. I believe in. However, I believe to do what I want to do on the court, which is absolutely dominate, be legendary, be the best, be like Kobe, be like Mia, be like Mike. I need to go for the throat at all times and be Ollie, be Bruce, go.
And this is something you don't feel like you felt before?
No, I feel like it's been a while.
Oh,
I feel like it's been a while. Yeah, it's been a long while.
So this is kind of awesome. Why is
No, it's awesome.
It's
awesome.
Just
forgive me.
Yeah.
Casey Thomas, forgive me for my intensity, and
totally.
it's my trigger is way shorter
Your
at
capacity,
this moment.
Yeah.
To deal with
Yeah. I mean, but let's be real too. Girl, you have a lot going on.
I know. You help me. You remind me. Of that so much.
you're an official entrepreneur, which it's I've seen you that way this whole time. But I mean, P1440 has taken that to another level, a very real level. And so the play, and I wonder, you're so good. Your capacity for pressure is gnarly. I think one of the questions that everyone has already asked you and would still continue to ask you is how do you balance it all? You know what I mean? It's how do you do it all? Eyes are back here. No, and it's true. And it's rad to witness you as my best girl and how you actually do it. And it's gnarly. Your ability to do it the way that you do it, all that you are doing. I feel like it's just so part of your life now that maybe you don't even realize that it's a lot,
Yeah. Yeah, no, I appreciate you saying that. What I feel like I do pretty good is that we had this podcast, right? And today I had 3 workouts, and I feel like I'm very present
Yes.
in those places. And I want to be, because you deserve all of me, and, wherever I'm at deserves all of me. I'm not very good at the like minutia in between time.
Right.
It's either I'm on or I'm off. And so in the world of, entrepreneurship, that's a no-go.
Right.
That's inexcusable. And that's a big, heavy load that I carry, that my team picks up the slack for me. But I don't,
But they also got to understand.
I think they do. I think they do. And it's just kind of unspoken at this point, because I feel like, and I believe my team feels like, the better I do, when I realize these dreams and have this great, journey on the way to a great, whatever destination, it helps 1440.
Yeah. For sure.
And so they understand that takes the pressure off, certainly. But I hate not carrying my weight.
For sure.
And not being like everything that 1440 puts out, oh, it's Kerri. I'm like, that's such a lie. It's like winning a gold medal and it's just you and your partner on there. Like, where are my people who got us here?
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing with that. And that's hard for me to carry, but I love my team. I love our purpose.
Yeah.
And it's such, it's whatever. It's uncomfortable, and that's okay.
You're all driving towards the same mission.
We are.
It's just at the same time, you have this whole other mission that is a part of that mission. And this is a big mission.
It is.
Do you feel more pressure than ever with this Olympics?
No, I don't. I would not call it pressure. I want it so bad. Like,
why would you not call it pressure?
Maybe that will come. I'm not competing yet. We're in preseason. Yeah, I don't know.
Do you think it's
I don't think pressure is a bad thing.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like a couple years ago, I've said this before in an interview, but like Mike Gervais, who's my performance psychologist, I was talking about pressure in these moments, and everything I said was, there's this big moment and, the game was really tight and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, stop boxing yourself in. He's like, call it like, that's just competitive. Like, that's a competitive moment, And so I think now when I think about pressure, I'm like, F that, like, this is my birthright. This is what I was born to do. And this is where I excel. So pressure is, I don't know. I think it's just, just words.
Yeah.
But
perspective.
Yeah.
I felt that. I just wanted to pull it out of you.
Yeah. Well, I'm so bad with words. Like,
no, but I think one of the things I love so much, and I think most people, who experience you or know you, witness you, is your perspective. Because we agree on life is really our perspective. It's our attitude about it, how we're approaching it. So one can look at pressure from this overwhelming, very challenging type of place. Whereas you're like, no, this is where I excel. This is part of my process. I encourage this pressure.
Totally.
You're the one.
It means
your choice.
Where I want to be.
Yeah.
And I've lived both sides of it, so now it's like a choice. It's a true choice.
Yeah.
I've lived in the more, I don't want to call it a victim, but where I let pressure be pressure. And then I've lived where it's been competitive, and I know what I prefer greatly.
Yeah.
I'm really after freedom, like inside and out in my life. And the way you frame things, the way I frame things, my mindset around things like pressure or the moment is huge. It sets the tone for, the journey, I guess.
What does freedom feel like to you?
It feels like I'm dancing, man. I have a smile on my face, and I'm like with my people, and I'm free to take over. I'm free to follow. I'm free to make mistakes. I'm free to fix them. I don't know. It is what it is. And it's always going to be okay. And that's what freedom feels like to me.
Do you feel like you're far from it? You're so cute. God, I love you.
Do I feel like I'm far from it? I need to chill out. Is my answer to that. I feel like, it's like, there was another analogy Gervais gave me. He's like, when you love something so much, like if you want it too bad, like you have this beautiful thing in your hand that you love, like you can suffocate it with the badly wanting of it. Or if you try to be so relaxed about it and let it be what it be, like it'll fly out of your hands. So it's that right amount of tension. And I'm trying to find the right amount of tension with this obsession, with this desire for freedom. And I'm just all over the place with it. It's like one day I'm too hard, one day I'm too soft, one day I'm pissed off about both,
Because you care.
I know. I care so much.
I laughed because this is such a common theme for us, when I get upset or when something feels hard, and we always bring it back to, because you really care. And it's a beautiful thing.
Beautiful thing.
So long as it's not, controlling you or beating you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And I think when you care so much, you have to allow as you care. It's like sometimes I care so much, I try to control the things that I can't. And that's what stresses me out. Instead of being like, okay, what can I control? I can control myself, my attitude, how I show up, my effort, my reactions. I can be responsive instead of reactive. And sometimes I go opposite. I want to control you. I want to control the wind. I want to control the wind. Everything, And that's just, it's not sustainable. It's not possible.
But there's really there's no endpoint to this work.
Gosh, no.
No, because I feel like life is just constantly coming at us, especially when you are someone who is constantly moving yourself towards this kind of bigness of life, your visions, right? It's like you're not playing small. You're not, nothing mediocre is part of your life. So I feel that you are encouraging that pressure. You're encouraging all kinds of things to be fastballs, all these things to be coming at you. You know what I mean? It's like, so every day you are in this work of, I think essentially it's like reigning over your emotions, over your mind. I always #train the mind. It's so huge, right? Because I feel like there is so much autonomy there. There's so much freedom and just it's delicious. It's a delicious thought to me to be able to maneuver through challenges and all kinds of things that are coming at us that could trigger us and and rather than being reactive and rather than trying to control
or defensive or
defense, all of
that's
it
where I excel.
Be very
No, and I'm you're the one who introduced me to Abraham Hicks.
Yeah.
And I sincerely believe, I just have this knowing in me that every experience in my life, every human, every good thing, bad thing, I've invited into my life to grow through.
Yeah.
The devastation of my life, I had to go through it,
and
whatever. I don't think it's predestined. I don't think any of that. I just think I invite it because I need to grow. And we all go through experiences and all these things, So life is so beautiful and so full. And what I want to get to, it's kind of like you talk about when you're triggered, I love how you deal with shit like that because it's like you become the ultimate observer. And it's so, from my experience, and even just hearing you replay certain things, it's like, you kind of queen up and you see this whole picture and then you can go for the heart and be a ninja precise. You know what I'm saying? I love that. Thank you. It's so cool. And I'm so far from that.
Oh my, well, I don't know about that.
But I respect it so much. But yeah, I don't know. I'm one big trigger right now. So.
I think you maybe put more pressure. I don't know if you just, what's so rad? I'm thinking as you're saying, I watch you and my first thought right now, and this is really makes sense with what I want to say anyways, coming next is it's just so amazing to have a friend like you, like me in your life where we are just witnessing each other. Yes, we're supporting, but I'm witnessing you. I'm witnessing your growth. I'm witnessing your process, your challenge, the whole thing. And that is it's so important and it's so special because there's obviously times too where, this is I always say membership has privileges. You have VIP all access privilege to say, as an example, Rox, I think you might be being a bitch. You've never said that before, but I'm just giving you an example.
Totally.
Or maybe, and I would trust you because you know who I am. You see my heart and I know that,
Absolutely. Yes.
And vice versa. I know you, I see your heart. And so I feel like I also have that privilege to say, 100%. Hey, Kerri. And so to bring us right back, I do feel like I totally hear what you're saying about this resting bitch energy, but I also feel like you might be putting a little, I think right now as your best girl, I think that everything is going to feel intense right now.
Yeah.
Because this is such an important year. You care so much. It's not just caring about this one thing, but if you look at, you care about your family, you care about, P1440, everything in your life means so much. Your friendships,
it's
you
heart.
Put your heart. I was just going to say, put your heart into
it really
everything.
Yeah.
So it's almost maybe helpful to go, all right, cool. I get it. The center, I might have resting energy,
I could probably,
but I also understand why.
Sure, yes.
To give yourself just some, because that could soften.
I want to do that. It's so helpful I'm like, what a whiner. Stop it, Kerri. But I think the reason I feel like I'm a very sensitive person, and I feel your energy. I feel my husband, I feel my children, and everyone is a mirror for me, right? Especially my husband and my children. Yeah. And so I just think that the intensity that I'm bringing to life, I see that in their reactions to me. And I'm just like, okay, I want to do that better.
Right.
And right now, instead of like being, okay, let me just like lead more with love or take a breath, I'm like working to fix it.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing that on the volleyball court. I'm doing it off. And I don't know.
No, so it's a lot of masculine energy.
Yeah. And it's which is so crazy because I like am inviting like they're calling those feminine. Yes, my gosh. Feminine. Like Mother Mary is my girl, like Mary Magdalene. Oh my gosh. Like I'm like with all my heart, I have a spiritual counselor, like trying to get out my divine feminine energy. And it's like I'm manning up. But maybe that's queening up, you know? It's just like, I think it's an equal.
Yes. I think it's a dance.
In my relationship with Casey, he is such a man to me, and I want to give him the space to like own me, but give me my freedom. Yeah. You know, it's like we talked about before, like Sparta, like 300, like that queen and her king, and she's that where she rises when he needs her and vice versa. And that's what Casey and I are capable of. Yes. And when I'm like this, it's like I have a spear in my hand, and he's like, "Can I come give you a hug?" And I'm like, "I don't know, maybe not." But that's all I want, though, too. Is that how you hold the spear? Yeah. I don't know.
It's so good.
And same thing with my kids. You know, it's just.
But okay, let me ask you this: do you think after Tokyo he will drop the spear?
I know. God, my poor family. You know what's so Kobe passed away, obviously. I think it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I love that man. He will forever have my heart. And when I think about him on his way to heaven, like the way I witnessed him, and now that everything's come out in more interviews and videos, like he seemed to be so happy in his life. Like, you know, because he was obsessed, like totally unapologetically obsessed. Like his family, like I have so much respect for his wife because she helped him become that.
Yes.
And that to me is so beautiful. And if I ever meet her, I'm going to be like, Vanessa, Mrs. Bryant, like you are a queen. You're a kingmaker. Yeah. And that to me is so beautiful, you know, but I get it. Like he was in that mode, in Mamba mentality at all times. And I feel like that's where I'm at. I'm a mom though, you know? And so I do want to live on the flip side of that, but I don't know if it's just a flip I can switch, a switch I can flip.
That was too perfect.
I'm glad I caught that.
Yeah.
But
that's interesting. No, but I feel like you're in competition mode. So
when I'm done.
Yeah.
I hope to have that like inner peace that Kobe seemed to have.
Sure.
You know, but I want that right now too. I want both now. Abraham Hicks.
I wonder what Gervais would say.
I could have everything.
Yeah.
Everything. But I don't want everything. I just want what's everything to me, you know, which is that deep, loving connection with my family.
Yes.
And dominate the world with my partner, Brooke, who I'm deeply connected with, you know? So it's possible. And I know I'm finding my way there, and I know we are finding our ways there together.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of a messy process. It's an emotional process.
So what are some things that you're trying to implement into your, I don't know, day-to-day life that could support this, I guess, softness, feminine energy?
Well, I think what I'm after is just peace, you know, and like peace amidst the chaos, because chaos is always going to be there. Like I invite the chaos, which means progress, which means growth, which means like opportunity. Like I invite that. Sundance the other day, I was like, babe, shaman. My oldest soul, mommy really wants peace. Can you, like, what do you think? Like, what should I do? Because I'm like, babe, I'm working so hard. Like, I'm having fun, but I'm a little serious. And he goes, oh, Mom, I don't know. And he walks away and he shuts his, like, farmer's door, the door that rolls. Yeah. And then he opens it and he goes, you know what, Mom? Meditate every day. And my eyes started watering. And I'm like, I know. I'm like, every day? And he goes, well, maybe not every day. I was like, no, don't second guess yourself. Like, yes. Every day, babe. Yeah. Yes. And it's just like stuff like that, like the stillness work.
Are you meditating?
I am. Okay, I am.
Because I know, I
have a runny nose. I think because I'm so excited.
For all y'all. This always happens.
I know. Little known fact, when I do interviews and I have anxiety or
usually I'm bringing you a tissue as I'm touching you up. It's a little different right now, but
this is not my
camera. My shirt.
And I feel like a 4-year-old.
Well, I've witnessed your meditation journey. We've talked about meditation over the years so much, like how it kind of comes in and, different approaches to it. But you are in a place now where it's a part of your kind of?
Yes. Yeah. No, it is. Okay. It is, period.
And do you feel better after you met? I'm like, what do you?
It's like essential. Yeah. At this point, it's really essential. I crave it, and it's like
you start your day with it.
I do, and it's just I'm in a place where it's hard to chill my brain out.
Yeah,
like I get the sound I'm trying to hear for. I'm doing it in silence, and it's just a challenge for me right now. I've had moments over the past couple of years where I do find that place where it's like I'm detached, or I'm like, I feel like I'm in Zen,
like you're floating that is. Or something.
Yeah, and it's beautiful, totally. And it's so few and far between, and that's frustrating to me.
Oh my gosh, can I tell you something? Yeah, 3 days ago. My muse, and I feel like most people, okay, for those who do not know yet, because I feel like most of my audience do, but there's new people who will be listening. So when I meditate, I have really 2 women, my future self, my muse. They're kind of the same thing, right? Highest self. So when I say my muse, I'm talking about this highest version of Roxy, who is also the future version of self. And a lot of profound wisdom comes from her. And I love her so much. And the other day, she said to me, I found myself in this place where I felt very ready for action, so it was almost like I was in meditation, but I was maybe a little antsy, not thinking about my to-do list or anything like that, but just energetically, I was like ready for movement. And she said to me, you don't always need to collect some profound wisdom or some answer or whatever, something else she said, but in that realm, she's like, you could just be here and be good with it and move on.
Yeah.
And that was so badass to me because I'm like, thank you. And because the truth is that when I receive the wisdom and when I have those moments that are very deep and profound, there's no effort. I'm not searching,
Yes.
It's literally a conversation that's just happening with me, with myself. And so it was almost like in this moment when my energy was buzzing and maybe I was just ready to go lift some heavy weights or something, which is beautiful too.
Absolutely.
She was like, basically like, you're good. You checked in. That's the most important thing. Just being with yourself.
Was she giving you permission to sit there and not have any profoundness or to get up?
I think it was both.
Either or.
Yeah, because I was at the tail end, or I felt like I've been sitting there, and I've been breathing and, kind of taking thoughts from, I guess the visual would be like you're moving from a big tunnel to a small pin, right? Sure. Where you're super focused. And in that last thought was like, hey, you're good here. You don't need to collect. It was, a good feeling.
I think it's really awesome. It's really helpful to me to hear other people's experiences in meditation.
Yeah.
Because like in my head, like everyone is no problem sitting down there for 15 minutes.
I think a lot of people think that.
And I love talking about meditation. Well, the 10% Happier book, I think it was Dan Harris. Like he just took the pressure off, and it's just anyhow, it's like the different voices surrounding that whole discipline. Like we're all meant to do it our own way. Right. The goal is to quiet the thoughts. To be in the moment and just to.
I frame it as going on a date with myself.
Yeah.
Look, your life, you are constantly giving.
I don't know if I want to date with myself. Why? Because I drive myself crazy. No, but you're right. No, totally. My higher self.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Well, then that's the beautiful work.
It is. I have some self-love work to do for sure. But I do love myself. But my favorite quote about meditation, like God is very present in my life. Like I love it. And my favorite quote is like when you're praying, you're talking to God. When you're meditating, you're listening to God. And for you, that's your higher self. That's your muse. And for me, it's the same thing with the added component of my creator, and I think it's all one and the same. But I guess I judge myself because I'm like, I didn't hear God there. Like I was like too busy in my brain to like hear that stuff, so that's where I want to execute. But I love it. Like it's just,
and even still, it's so with your practice not being maybe at this whatever place but you're still gaining from it.
Totally. Yeah. And I do know that even just the getting the habit and the routine and making it like brushing my teeth where it just happens. It's like non-negotiable. Like that feels powerful.
What else is a part of your morning routine now versus the last Olympics?
I mean, same. Like ideally I'm just doing it better, whatever better means.
Journaling?
More intentional. I do have a Vision Quest journal that I'm journaling in, a sacred journey journal.
Vision Quest?
Vision Quest.
What is that?
Yes, it's just the quest that I'm on for this Olympics with Brooke and our team, Casey, my coach, my husband, and Kyode. Like I really believe in visioning it, and like calling it to me. And so I want to live in that space of living my dreams every single day.
So do you write out?
And I'm writing it.
As if it already happened?
Walk as if. As if. Yes.
Oh
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah.
It's really fun. And so and now when I'm talking, like I've given my permission, again, inspired by Kobe, to say that. I want to be the best. I want to kick your ass. And I don't mean to be disrespectful because I have like so much sincere respect for my competition. It's just, I want to be the best. Someone asked Kobe who the best person in the game was and he laughed at him. He's like, you're crazy if you think I'm not going to say myself. Get off me.
Love that.
I love that too. And it's like a level of accountability when you speak that way.
Right.
That I like.
But I mean,
because I'll have to work for that. Because I don't want to talk BS.
Right.
I want to own my words and like deserve to say them.
Well, what's so funny is I know everyone who's listening is like, girl, you already are.
No, old news, dude.
Because you don't count what has.
No.
That's so,
no.
It's amazing.
And it's something that I think I should a little bit more.
I think so, but I also respect why you don't.
My
but
gosh.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that dance as well.
Yeah.
It's like almost that, like, I feel like I'm a kind person. I genuinely love people. I genuinely love so many of the people, all of the people on tour. High five.
Yeah.
I also want to kick their asses, so it's that dance of like walking that line.
I mean, listen, I think that at the end of the day, they want to kick your ass too.
No, yeah, no shit.
So
maybe I
like,
should just think of it that way.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe I will. I
Girl,
like that.
Trying to
yes.
beat you.
Sometimes I just feel like people are in my head and like I should go apologize.
I mean, listen, we love McGregor for a reason.
He's so dope.
Right? Because he's another like Kobe. It's like, I actually had a conversation. I don't know who I have so many conversations. I was talking about this yesterday. I feel like we're almost groomed to not speak to your strengths, to kind of this whole concept of being humble. I think being humble is how you treat people, right?
Absolutely. Beautiful.
Right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to, if you ask me, Rox, do you think you're a high performer? I'm going to say, yeah, I am a high performer. Absolutely. Am I winning every day? Not necessarily. Am I crushing it every day? Not necessarily. I'm reaching with everything that I've got in me every single day to the best of my ability. I am performing at the highest level of my life. Today, tomorrow, I will do better because I'm racing towards that.
Yeah.
So I'm just using it as an example of I will never kind of demote myself or, lessen my strengths and where I feel that I'm actually, just very developed to make somebody so that you feel that I'm humble or but I do feel like there is that. And I think it's so powerful.
Oh, you can have both.
Well, especially when
it's
you
that
are
quote,
living
be humble, but let mother know. Yeah. Like that's kind of it.
Who wrote that?
I don't know. It's on Instagram.
But it's so good. Oh, and this is the other thing, just to add to this for you. You're in a game, man.
Yeah. No, totally.
Did you get it?
I did.
Give it to me.
Wait, but it might have just left again. Hold on. No. Okay, here's where I'm at. And I've always been this way. So, and I don't know if it's like a function of like being a people pleaser or really caring about what people think of me or being sensitive to people's energy with me. But like, I want to meet someone and be like, hi, I'm Kerri and I have issues and I'm not perfect. And do you see this pimple here? And do you know that I'm dumb at taking tests and all these things? Now can we be friends? Because people are like, they're so nice to me and they're so kind to me. And they like, it seems like people love and accept me for who I am. But I think that's kind of like who people perceive me to be, like Casey and I could be walking down the street and this person is so kind to me, but won't even give him 1 second of the day. And I don't know what to do with that because I don't even know that world. I don't see it. It like goes right by me. And that messes with my heart because I like, how am I going to, like, I don't know what to do with that. So I don't know. It makes me insecure.
Yeah.
You know, like when I feel so beloved, I'm like, you don't know me though. Let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm a shit show. Do you still love me? You know, when all I want to do is be loved and accepted for being me, because I'm always going to work toward being a better me.
Yeah.
But, you know, and I don't want to, like you said, demote myself. I don't want to diminish myself. Gabrielle Reese, at one time, Casey and I were having a really hard time in our marriage, like one foot out the right when I met you.
Yeah.
Again, she's like, don't diminish yourself. Take up the space. Like, don't try to lift someone up by making you smaller. And it was I don't know how to do that still to this day, but it's powerful.
Well, yeah.
And I want to walk into that.
I think and it's all about how you do things too. I mean, you know,
yes.
I think that in doing that, you give permission for others to do the same in their life, which is beautiful. Because if you think about how many amazing people are walking around and pushing their amazingness down, like shrinking themselves, you know, because they're not comfortable with stepping into, no, I'm actually great at this, or, you know, yeah, I think it's important.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah. And those are way showers, you know, like I really appreciate people who can have that humility and that self-respect to shine their light. Cause I want to be a light in this world.
Yeah.
You know, for some reason, I just want to show you my trash while I'm shining a light. But
well, because maybe you feel like if you see the full picture and then you really love me, now I really believe you that you love me.
Yeah, maybe.
But
I feel genuine.
Yeah. Because
it just trips me up when like I feel something sincere and then maybe it wasn't. Yeah. Like if there's a disconnect, my brain like doesn't know what to do with it. Like, wait, the world just like tilted.
Okay, wait, I want to pivot really quick.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Because we can do that because we're agile. If Freddie Mercury was alive.
Hi, Freddie.
Hi, Freddie. What would you say to him?
Oh, what a question. Well, I'd want to give him a real big fucking hug. What would I say? I feel like I would know him. I don't think I would ask him. I don't know. I just want to shoot the shit.
You'd be like, what's up, Freddie?
What would I ask him? Like,
why do you love him so much?
His soul just seemed to be so amazing. Gosh,
I know, it's rough.
It's so new. It's just hard to talk about people's essences.
Totally.
Like, it's like literally talking about love. Like, how do you describe it?
Yeah.
He just seemed to be so special and so soulful. He was a lion and he was also a kitten.
Yeah.
And he loved so much. I don't know, man. And he wanted love so much.
So it's almost like, do you see a little bit of yourself in him?
I think perhaps,
so, right?
But I just admire him. I mean, what a genius. Like,
oh yeah.
What a rad guy.
He was incredible.
I feel like I don't know. I mean, I watched the movie.
No.
I mean, he's been in heaven since forever, but like I've watched every interview. Like, I don't know if I've missed any interviews with Freddie Mercury since that movie came out last year. And I just adore him. It's hard to put into words, you know, like it really is.
It's a fun thought though, right?
Yeah, and it makes me like want to think about it, but I don't know. I feel like it would just be like a deep breath, and I just want to whatever came into mind. It's like I imagine myself going to Abraham Hicks' seminar and being like on stage, and I wouldn't know what to do. I don't know. It just had to be in the moment type of thing. But I would just want to give love and be in that energy because it's just. I would want him to like me so bad.
Oh,
I would.
It would be impossible not to.
Every time I compete, Rox, I invite him to come with me. I invite him. I invite Freddie Mercury. I invite Muhammad Ali. I invite Bruce Lee. And now I invite Kobe.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Like, let's go kick ass.
So what female could we add to that?
Plenty.
I know. I got curious.
Mother Mary, she's in me. Mary Magdalene now, I'm just studying her a little bit and her relationship with Jesus. And she brought me to Vanessa Bryant being like, her love for Jesus allowed Jesus to endure and go through death and light the path for all of us. And it was their love together and the power she had in herself that she gifted to her man and vice versa. And beautiful. It's beautiful. It's a love story.
Right.
Unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness, and like the power in me, like I'm gifting to you, and together it's just like we can change the world.
I love it.
Yeah, but plenty, Misty, my God, she's with me at all times.
That's rad.
Like it's like, some I just don't even speak. Like Jesus, Mother Mary, like they're my homeboys.
Yeah, totally.
Misty, like I don't even think about that.
No, well, I always think about the reason why I ask that is because I have this ongoing, and I have it written somewhere where I would just add, like, at the dinner table, who, people dead, alive.
Yeah.
Theodore Roosevelt. I mean, there's like, it's so fun to think about. Eleanor Roosevelt. I mean, Man in the Arena from Theodore is one of my all-time favorite quotes ever. It's so
the dopest.
Right? It's so real.
Yeah.
It's so real.
Yeah. And I'm surrounded by people who are in the arena, and it's so cool.
Yeah. I mean, you certainly are.
Yeah. Yeah. And
so maybe I think when you are in the arena, you're going to surround yourself with people who are in the arena.
For sure. Yeah. No, it's so fun. I mean, when I think about the people I'm surrounded by, like, it makes me so proud of myself. That makes it so easy to see that I'm doing some things good in my life. I look at my husband.
Yes.
I mean, Casey is...
He's a beast. He's amazing.
He's so special. He's so everything.
He is, because he's got the beast, he's super alpha masculine, but here he is, such an amazing father, husband. I mean, the way he takes care of your kids. I mean, his heart, period, like just how he goes about, nurturing your children it's remarkable.
It's insane.
Yeah. I mean, really, I feel like he definitely has a great, I don't want to use the word balance, but connection to his masculine and feminine energy.
No, totally.
And
he's vulnerable.
Yeah.
He hates it.
Actually, I want to ask you, what is the difference between vulnerability in your mind, obviously? Because I love vulnerability. And what's the difference between vulnerability and weakness?
So different.
So different.
I mean, vulnerability to me is it's a choice. Right. Like, I'm choosing to open myself up to you. Like, here's my heart. I'm going to love you so much and like let the whatever be what it may. Like, vulnerability is an act of bravery as far as I'm concerned. Weakness is like playing small ball, like not even being willing to step in the arena.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like the people in the arena are the most vulnerable. Totally. They're on stage, they're fighting for what they want. Like, whatever is in the arena is symbolic for their heart. Where I feel like weakness just keeps you where you're at, critiquing yourself, critiquing others, keeping you small. I don't know. There's so much strength in vulnerability, like in a relationship. If I have the courage to be vulnerable with you, you're going to know a deeper part of me, and we're going to have that depth of intimacy. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
On the court, if we can have the culture of vulnerability, it leads to a culture of trust. It allows us to maneuver and get through the challenging times on and off the court. We're going to dominate.
Totally.
So I don't know if I answered the question.
No,
I just think
did.
vulnerability is more of a choice.
Beautiful picture. And I love that about your partnership on the court and how you lean into each other, into your vulnerabilities.
That's the best part of it, man. It's really the best part of it. And I crave that.
Going through not so many, but just the various partners that you've been through over so many years, I was just thinking, it's so rad because you just have to continuously develop yourself.
Yeah.
In incredible ways, because communication, learning how to trust, leaning into vulnerability, communication, I think that's a huge piece.
Oh man. Everyone does it differently.
Everybody does it differently.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to know their love language. Yeah.
No, totally. Yeah. And there's so much it's so interesting. There's so much bias toward and just, I guess, baggage.
Yeah.
That word meant something so different.
Right.
With this other human being, and it's just, it's interesting.
It is interesting.
But what's so cool about intimacy and with trust, it's like, it just takes time.
Right.
So if you have that respect and it takes time and you put yourself in situations where you are vulnerable, where you choose to be vulnerable, you're going to get there. And to me, the greatest teams in the world, the greatest marriages in the world, greatest friendships in the world, they make space to be vulnerable with each other.
Yeah.
Not that it's happy and it's an easy thing to do. It's just a worthwhile thing to do.
Yeah. And honesty is a huge piece.
Oh man.
You have to be not afraid to speak. I mean, to even offend
those hard. Well, what does Logan say? What is
high performance conversation?
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's how he framed it. That's just how I've always framed it after my podcast with Logan Gelbrick. You guys, it's an epic one. He's so good. Yeah. But he makes this, it's
that's intimacy.
Susan, that's a nice blouse. How was your weekend? When really, I want to talk to you about the reports that need to be, you know what I mean?
No, totally.
It's how he frames it is we got to beeline to the truth right now.
Yeah.
And I think that especially in all relationships for sure.
Yeah.
But going back to volleyball, you know, you don't have time to sit there and be like, so Brooke, or for her to be like, so Kerri, I like that bracelet. So maybe next time.
I know. I dance around a lot now that you say that, but no, it's, I don't know. I feel like being vulnerable also allows for, is that you?
No, I haven't had a ringer since like 1998. Oh my God. How did that happen?
98? Did they have ringers in there?
No.
The landline, sucker.
I know, right? Fresh out of high school. Dang.
Oh, you're funny. Wait, okay. I was going to say that's really funny. Who is it?
Scam likely.
Oh,
thanks. Just wanted to get in on this podcast.
Serious. Jerk. Okay, so the conversations, the high performance conversations, the vulnerability, like I feel like when you get to that level with a relationship, wherever it may be, it also allows for deeper accountability, you know, which is like if you want the best out of yourself and others, like you have to go there and you have to live it. Otherwise, how can I ask you to step up and do this shit when I'm not doing it? You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's a package deal with vulnerability leading to strength, leading to depth of intimacy and trust and accountability on all sides, which leads to greatness. Like it's just, it's awesome. And it's not easy. It's pretty simple, I think, but it's not easy, man.
Well, I was talking about this recently. I'm just going to stop prefacing that because I'm always
Wait, you were talking? Deeply with somebody?
Hold on. I don't know if people really know, but I just want to say it. Like, I feel like I have privileged access to say, you are so funny.
I'm funny?
You are
girl. Looking?
No, you're humor, and I'm so grateful for it because it's such a point of connection with people. I mean, honestly, so many women would say that, you know, one of the greatest things that can turn them on from a man is a sense of humor. Yeah. But I think in all relationships, when you have a similar sense of humor, I think the relationship is stronger, honestly. Yeah. Humor, but dude, you are so funny. Sorry, I just had to throw that in.
I've never been called funny before.
And I don't feel like I've ever heard anybody really like, and I feel like as your best girl, I'm like, hey, by the way, you're funny, girl. You guys have no idea. I am very lucky.
They have no idea. You're right. None. It's a hidden secret.
No, but I forgot where we were. Well, not totally, but accountability, vulnerability, all these, you know, honesty, all these pieces really do work together and, you know, get you to this place of excellence. What? Kerri, I turned off my sound.
Somebody wants you.
Oh my goodness. That was... Tracy, no, she's talking about hip thrusts and how she thought of me too.
Oh, how funny. I saw you do some hip thrusts last night on Insta.
I love the hip
Good
thrust.
form, I can tell. You make your booty likes the hip thrust.
Right, they're working. They're really good. Should we go there really quick? 'Cause, by the way, I mean, yeah.
Let me sit up.
You just sat up. Okay,
oh my God, your phone is possessed.
No, it is because I literally.
So is mine, by the way, in different ways.
Are you sure that? Okay, silent mode on. We were just talking about hip thrusting, strengthening glutes. Let's talk about where you are with training, taking care of your body after all your injuries, after all the. I mean, and forget about even all the injuries, even though that would be impossible. We're both the same age. We're both
41 and a half.
41 and a half. Girl, I feel like that I'm on the...
We're wild horses.
I know. I'm about to be 42. That's insane. I don't even know what it means.
It just is what it is.
What does it mean to you?
Nothing. It really means nothing.
It really does.
I mean, the only time it means something is when I look in the mirror. And I'm like, that's about right.
Dude, you're crushing.
That's we pick... But I could get a facial once in a while.
Yeah, facials are good.
Yeah, I know. And Jonathan too. I know. Yeah. I got the king.
It's just time.
Just time. Yeah. It's clearly it's not a priority. I don't look in the mirror a lot. I don't mean to be an a-hole to myself. I just really don't, and I should because people look at me, and when I'm out, like I'm tall, I've got really blonde hair.
Yeah.
And, you know, I stick out and people look at me all the time and I'm always like, why? What? Like, do I have something on my face? Like, did I not look in the mirror again? But I forget that people look at me because they might know me or just because I'm tall,
That's
whatever.
hilarious.
But I should probably take a little bit more pride. But no, 42, like I'm proud. Like I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just like gearing up to
Don't you feel
the better and better
ever?
and better things of life. I love my body.
Yeah.
I like the only thing that really bums me out is my skin. You know, like the lack of collagen in my face or like even on my legs, you know, I just like that tight young skin is so beautiful.
No, I get it.
Yeah, but you said they're like lift more weights, and I agree. Like if you have muscle mass, like it kind of helps the skin out.
This. Can you talk to our younger girls or to all women really? Because I feel like, you know, and I used to be in this over excessive cardio mode and not lift the weights. But I mean, lifting weights is literally like your favorite thing.
It's my favorite thing.
Yeah.
And I've never, ever, to be honest, been in the cardio mode. Like I just don't know if I'm built for it and my sport doesn't require it.
Right.
Not that I haven't done it in my life, but I've never like been a fiend for it. But no, I love lifting weights. Like it's just.
Why?
Well, the community around me that I lift with, like, has my heart and soul. Tommy Knox and Tom and my man. And it literally feels like this tribe, and they are my blood. I've been lifting with the same crew for almost 20 years now. That's incredible. That's pretty special. And we keep growing and evolving, and we don't do the same year. I would have been gone. My body would have been broken. I don't know, just feeling capable and feeling like I can handle myself. Like it shows up on the court, which makes me feel great. Like I'm never tired.
And you lift heavy.
I mean, it's relative. I have no idea what to say to that. I don't know if I lift heavy or not. I would say no. Eric, Pillar Principles, who I love, he's like, don't lift a weight. You don't deserve to. Your form is crap. I'm like, I know, but I need to. Like mentally, I need it. Like, you know, and I know he gets that. He kind of fixes me. You know, like he's so about alignment and strength and stillness. And like he's taught me so much, and he's created so much space in my body that I am now able to fill it in with like more functional muscle.
It's a good balance.
It's every single workout I do it's like a combination of really kicking my ass in some unassuming ways, like with Eric and with Kerri. But Tommy's more obvious. But everything is like to build strength, endurance, like mobility, dynamic movement, and is therapeutic.
Right.
Because all my people know me so well. They all know the body so well, and they've all grown with me. And they know what the next version of me is. You know, they do not see me at 41 and think that's a liability or that I need to go down. They only believe in up. And if you saw the way they live their lives, which I know you do, they walk that way.
Well, you know what I wanted to say, just in thinking this, I mean, they're so legitimately passionate about what they do. And they're never content with, I know. Mm-hmm. It's like they're forever students.
Yes.
So they're always learning more. They're always reaching for more knowledge, and then they get to share that knowledge, and then knowing where you've been, knowing where you want to go. When you put all those pieces together, it's not like, there's this trainer who's getting the job done. No. You guys are scientists. Yeah. You know, you're in the lab together.
And they're writing the book.
Yeah.
They're not living by the book. And I think that's like the trap of today or life. Right. Even with students today, it's like, let me learn what's in this little book and not really be curious about what's outside of it.
Yeah.
You know, whereas they're very physical humans. They're very intellectual humans. And they like are going out and experiencing life and experience these things and bringing it to me.
Right.
And like you said, like to be the student and the master at the same time is such a beautiful thing. I aspire to be that my whole life. And their curiosity about what's inside of them and then about this new that's coming around is awesome.
Yeah.
You know, it just allows them to service their community and me certainly so well. It's really powerful. Like they're so true to their founding principles.
Yeah.
Like once something is true, it's always true. Mm-hmm. You know, they have found the truth in what they do. And then they're always curious about, you know, the new. Yeah. And they live the new, so then it can like become their own and they can teach it.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
They're amazing.
Yeah. And really like as human beings, are you kidding me?
Oh, I know. They're
my
they're
people.
Real things.
Yeah. Yeah. I legitimately love them.
Well, they legitimately
they
love
could
you.
be in my will.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have a ton of friends. I'm friendly with everybody because I really love people, but like, my people are my people.
It's so true.
And there's this thought, like, I don't know who told me this, and I believe in God. Like, I believe in heaven is on earth. Like, I believe that we live many lives. But someone said, you know, when you live lives, like you kind of like go around life to life with like a crew of 100 people, you know, so it could be someone who's like off in the periphery one life, but you like always like Kobe.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Or like you and I have lived many lives together, but like sometimes, the roles shift and like my Sundance has been my dad once and whatever. Like, and
That's a cool thought.
I love, who knows?
Yeah.
But it's just kind of cool because when you resonate with someone, it's like, and when I resonate with someone, it's like, I love you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need it back. Like, I really love you.
I think you and I connect deeply on that because you know.
Yeah.
You
no,
know.
totally. You don't
know
mess
my
around,
love.
man.
I don't.
No.
People think it's funny. I'm warm and nice and friendly, but that doesn't mean you're in my inner tribe. No way.
You make that clear
There is
too.
a huge. Oh yeah. No, there is a big.
You wear that members only vibe.
There's a huge difference.
It's beautiful.
Because you can.
I respect that.
I know there are a lot of people who are afraid to be open and to love or to show warmth and compassion and. Yeah, but I feel
you're not that.
No, I love.
No, you walk that line of like giving all of yourself to your people.
But yeah, so to the general public, warm, open, not afraid, come close.
Take the knuckles.
But exactly. There is this like ring around me that, only a small amount of people live inside of that and need the ring. And that is because too, I am so all in for, you're calling me from, help. I'm in Madagascar. How do you say Madagascar? Madagascar. And I'm like, I will find a way.
No,
I know I will.
I know. Well, you came to Stad with me.
Oh, I was thinking
when Scouty was 3 months
old. Remember when I made those smoothies? I was like,
oh my God, yes. I love them. Very heavy on the cinnamon.
I was thinking about, I know, right?
So good.
Really good for blood sugar levels. No, I was thinking about that this morning too. I was thinking about, oh man, I was going through an ending with a guy, right? And, I'm there.
Oh, at that time.
At that time, yeah.
That was such a heavy loaded time.
I know. Yeah. Well, so I remember, I'm there for my girl. She just had her baby girl, Scout, 3 months, right? She's like brand new human. Yes. And, you were going to compete. You needed to sleep. And here I am. Like, I'm taking your baby girl and going to make sure she's good so you can go kick butt. Like, okay. Yes. So, and then I remember, and it was such a fresh ending with this situation that, man, I remember that morning that you came to the door and I was so upset. It was like the best day ever, though. That was like the official release, I
think you even had chocolate that night.
Did I? When it's that, it's like,
true.
It's like,
it's not even cheating.
But I remember feeling, here I am, and I just want to be this pillar of strength for you because this is really important. You're coming back, and it was your first competition back, right?
Yeah, too soon.
And then it's that thing, man, when you're so close with someone, and I couldn't even help it. I saw your face at the door, and I just start bawling.
Boys.
No, it was so great. That was like the end of an era that just was,
yeah, next.
Long time ago.
Oh,
but anyways, I was so...
What a gift.
Well, yeah, you, the gift.
Well, vice versa.
Well, both, because,
to share it is such a beautiful,
right,
beautiful thing for me.
I was so loved by you. I was so taken care of by you. I mean, that literally was about... I remember taking a picture, going to train a little bit later, and just feeling like, wow, what a release.
You had a good night that night.
I had a great night. Yeah. Well, that whole trip was amazing. It was pretty magical. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's just the give and take in a relationship is just so, so important. And I have said this a billion times, but I really love giving. I really love like buying gifts for people. Like it's like selfish almost because it makes me so happy. Like I get to think about you while I buy something that I think you're going to like, and then I get to give it to you, and then I get your experience and like you're happy, right? But at one point, Casey, my husband, called me selfish. And that's like the last thing, aside from being an a-hole and a liar and maybe like a manipulator, I'd never want to be selfish.
Right.
Like, my gosh, that hurts my heart. And he called me selfish. And I was like, what the do you mean? What do you mean, babe? And he's like, you do everything for other people. How good does it feel to give? I'm like, it's the best. He's like, you don't let anyone give to you. So when you allow me to be there for you, like my sister the other day, like I called her and she was so sad. And like afterwards, it was a little bit of regret. Like, I'm sorry you had to like see me like that. I'm like, God, no, it's so backwards. Like, thank you for the gift of that. Thank you for letting me be a big sister and to be someone important in your life that you can lean on.
Yeah, no, I love that. I feel the same way. And then I've said that before. in other friendships. I'm not here just when it's all, I don't want your highlight reel. Like when you're crying and there's snot coming out of your nose, like this is my chance to really show you how much I love you, how much I got your back. And I'm doing this thing called life with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's why it's survivable. Survivable. I love that. That word.
It is now.
But like
survivable.
I couldn't do it without my people. And even just, it's like the ace in my back pocket, just knowing who my crew is, I can handle anything.
Yeah. I feel the same way.
Yeah.
I mean, there are days when I'm like, how are you going to do this? Yeah. And then I literally think of you. I'm like, oh, we just got done doing a 14-hour shoot. And then she gets on a plane to go do a talk. Right? Talks, you guys. Like, I don't think it's easy for anybody. No, please. You're one of the best speakers. And I know I'm your best friend, but like legit, the earth shakes. So anyways, like, it's true. You guys, she flies, she speaks, she comes back. She comes back. She has a meeting. Then she's making her kids, dinner. And it's just, and it's so rad because then I think to myself, and this is my best friend. It's not a not symphony. I love that word. Sympathy. This is not a sympathy friendship. I'm your best friend for a reason. Yeah. It's because of what you get from me and our vibe. So it's that mirroring thing that we were talking about. Yes. Yeah. Yes. And it really does make a difference for me. Well, it's really like the lioness is like, all right, yeah.
Queen
like, yeah.
I just need a stamp.
You're so cute. Okay, I love you. So I always have to be mindful of your time.
Sorry.
No.
Well, let me just see. My kids they're going to give them away.
They're going to give them away. Okay.
No, they won't. We got time.
Okay, good. No, it was just, I'm always thinking about your time because
I appreciate it.
It's the gnarliness.
I need to.
But I think you do.
No,
Kerri.
I do.
You're like, I have until 2:43. And she means 2:43.
Right. And
not 2:45.
I would have said 2:40, but I can push it for you. My kids can wait 1 minute.
To the minute.
No, it's so dumb. I don't
think it's dumb.
I am fine with it.
I think it's what is necessary.
It drives my husband crazy, and I hate that it drives him crazy. That's why it's like better that he not know. How I do what I do. He feels it.
What does he not love about it?
Okay, it stresses him out. I'm fine here, but he's like panicking on my behalf. It's so, I don't know if I shared this with you, but I had this epiphany like 3 weeks ago where like my husband is a very feeling man. He's very empathetic. And I feel like I try really hard to like, if I'm upset, like I really try not to like show it, but I can give him a look and behind the look is like, you motherfucker. But my look is like, hun, he knows what I'm thinking.
For sure.
And but then he gets mad at me for the thought, but not for what I did. And I'm like, that's not fair. That's so effed up. Casey Thomas, that's illegal because I'm really having discipline and I'm doing it. And I get no reward for that. Does that make sense?
I mean, kind of.
Am I lying to myself and am I really giving him the bitchy face? Because that could be true too. Because that's what he accuses me of. But I'm like, no. I tried really hard not to do that.
It's hard to say because I really do believe you. I believe that your intentions, like when you say that to me, I believe you.
Well, yeah, but you've probably seen it. So, okay, so I'm lying to myself. Okay, well, that sucks. Damn it. Long pauses are not good. I'm sweating now.
No, I'm sweating. I'm wearing a white t-shirt.
Well, that's okay.
No, honestly, I was thinking something else to be totally honest at the end. I was just thinking, you guys are so cute because while it might not be fun in the moment, when there's like this, but I think it just feels very youthful to me.
Oh, more immature. Is that what you're saying?
No, but it keeps, it's fiery. And
it is.
Yeah.
I adore my man more than I could ever. I think he's the sexiest. I think he's the raddest. I want to be more playful with him. Sorry, you just did this
No,
thing
no,
like
no.
with your gesture with your
Well,
hands.
yeah, my
You can't
hands.
see her,
Because
but
I just see you guys are such a unit, man. And you're always
Aren't
trying
we?
to get, you really are.
I agree.
You're always trying to get better. You're always, you're dancing, and sometimes it's like, ow, that hurts. It's, fire.
No,
and then
totally.
it's like, but you're doing the dance together.
Yeah.
You've been doing the dance together. It's beautiful.
Dude, my relationship, dude.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I love it. No, I love it.
Yo.
We're taking exactly. Both.
Yeah, both. Yo, dude. It just matters the most.
Yeah.
Like it really matters the most. Like, cause I can't function when we're not okay.
Right.
And he affects me so deeply, and what he thinks about me affects me so deeply. And now he's my coach, and it's so gnarly
Because
it's just challenging. I don't know, like, because Casey, he's like I don't even know how to put it in words, because he's so loving and he's so amazing. He's so generous. And there's like a tough love element to him.
For sure.
Where he holds you accountable, and he appreciates when things are done the way he likes.
Yeah.
We speak different languages. I like run really fast. He's like the opposite, and he's really deliberate. And I don't
Are your
know.
love languages the same, or do you know?
Dude, I don't even know.
Have you ever not?
We've done it.
Oh, okay. Maybe you need to do it
I have
again.
the kid book too.
It'd be fun.
No,
The kid
it's
book.
true.
I think it's so legit.
Yeah.
For friendships, all.
No, it's so, and what a rad exercise.
I know,
like, it's pretty
right?
powerful.
Yeah.
But anyhow, my life flows smoothly when my husband's happy, when he's happy with me.
Right.
But I want him to be happy with me even when I'm an asshole, and that's what we're working through. Not happy with me, but like love me and like understand, but he's just, there's something in him that like has to call you out if you're messing up per his perspective. And that's hard for me because I mess up all the time, and I don't want someone like, cracking the whip on me all the time. Like I need space to grow and maneuver.
Yeah.
And to have him be my coach now, where that's legal to crack the whip. Like that's the one space where it is legal, but it's like, it feels like a continuation.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just like, I'm really sensitive.
Right.
Cause I love being coached.
Yeah.
But now I don't.
Oh.
Not that I don't. Like it's hard to put into words.
No. It's tough. Understood.
Did you? Okay, good.
No, I actually.
If you guys didn't, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
but it's
I'm
like
sorry too.
Really
but I actually really did. Okay, and maybe because I know you and I know him and I know you guys so well that it's almost like a new layer of challenge. But that doesn't mean it's a challenge that you don't appreciate. I think you do appreciate the challenge. It's just you have to just level up more.
No, totally.
And that's why I think it's amazing for you too. Because you always want to be getting better and better.
I do.
Yeah.
And I want to hang with my man.
Yeah, for sure.
I do.
Well, I think, when I hear you say what he feels about me and how he thinks about me, and like I want everything to be okay. I want between us,
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I probably just like that. We're okay.
I was like, oh, short circuited. Gotcha. Okay, I'm back. No, where it's going is that the foundational piece to your love is respect. You respect your man. He respects you. And I am a firm believer that respect is literally the piece that will hold two people together. Even if you actually, JP, one of the greatest loves of my life, who is one of my very best friends to this day, we dated for 3 years. Yeah. We broke up, not my boyfriend for well over a decade now. But because we entered that relationship with so much respect for each other, and that respect was maintained throughout our romantic relationship, when there was an exit romantically, the love kept growing. The relationship is still strong because the respect is continuously there. Yeah. I just feel that it's the most important piece. And you certainly have that. That's when I hear you talk about your man, that's flashing in big lights to me.
That makes me happy.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah. I don't know if he feels that. I would like to be able to communicate that so he feels it.
I think when you're in it, it's, but as some witnesser.
He'll listen to this.
Yeah. I think he might.
I love him.
Yeah.
I love him.
Does he have a nickname?
Casey Thomas, Papa Thomas.
Papa Thomas.
Yeah, I used to call him Papa when we first started dating. It's so weird.
Really?
Yeah. It felt so right. And yeah.
Wait, you called him?
I called him Papa. No, he didn't say call me Papa. I just did it.
I love it when you call me Big Papa, Biggie.
Well, yes, exactly.
Because I was just that pause was like, I actually, Daddy, it's all good.
No, I know it's crazy. Oh, sorry, that took me somewhere. But what's crazy is I'm 41 and I just started calling my dad Daddy for the first time in my life. But I think it's because like when I refer to Casey with the kids, I'm like Daddy, Daddy, Daddy.
It's so cute.
Yeah, it's weird.
I still call my mom Mommy.
Yeah,
she literally told me yesterday. She's like, I love the way you say Mommy. I'm like, Mommy.
I know.
Yeah.
When my kids call me Mom, I'm like, what? Where's the mama? Come on. Like, no. They're going to be calling Kerri. Hey, Kerri. Give me some cereal. Oh my!
I could see Joey being the first
I know,
one.
what a punk. Oh, you've said it before.
He has, right?
Yeah, he's.
Oh, that's got to be
that
so
kid.
funny.
It's so funny.
Oh my
like
God.
it's so fun to have the moments where you just like are so like ready to bust up laughing, but you like your kids want to be taken seriously. It's funny.
I feel like all three of your kids are your spirit animals. I wanted to ask you,
dude,
what's your spirit animal? But honestly,
no,
it's your kids,
dude.
And even your husband.
I know.
Actually, your family is your spirit animal.
I know. What is happening?
That's amazing.
I know.
Have we ever thought about that?
Man,
we haven't. We've
no.
lion, eagle. No, your family. You take all these pieces. They are your spirit animal.
They are. Holy crap. I need to go think about that.
I know. Me
That's
too.
some heavy
I feel like we need a gong.
Seriously. Oh, my best girl at NorCal, Jenya, has a gong. It's so beautiful.
That's rad.
Freddie has a gong up in heaven. No, listen to this. So Scouty is an Aries. Mm-hmm. Sundance is next. He's a Taurus. Joey's next. He's a Gemini. Casey's next. He's a Cancer. And I'm a Leo. We have 5 in a row.
That's amazing.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's rad.
I know.
It rolls like that in my family too.
Does it?
It really does.
Oh, heck.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. The thought that we choose our people before we come down is like one of my greatest pleasures in life to think about that. It makes me so honored.
Yeah. I mean, you know how I am with my family.
Yeah.
I feel like I would like to think that I chose them.
No doubt. And you would do it again. That's the coolest part.
Oh my God.
Like the coolest part.
One of the gnarliest parts, not to take us into a sad place, but I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, no matter how great my life is and will be lived, there are going to be several points of sadness in my life that I can't even think about. It's just from the natural course of life. Everything all goes well. Just imagine that, and it's just a gnarly thought. Whereas like I do think about death and I, in a beautiful way, we've talked about this recently where it might sound morbid, but actually I just put it out on a solo episode recently where I use it to keep me driving forward to be my, not that I have ever have a thought or feeling of stepping away from my most authentic self, but it's more about, if this is authentically your passion, then you're going towards it. Right. And I don't care if you don't have it all figured out, you don't have all the answers. It's scary. It might put you in some really gnarly positions, but this is an undeniable passion that is making your heart beat faster and bigger. So this is no dress rehearsal. Right. Girl, you better move towards it.
Yeah, and then to put the mortality component in it just takes it one level deeper.
Right.
Yeah. No, it's a beautiful thought. The thought of, man, dude, I just can't even do it. I can't do it.
It's probably better.
I have a brother up in heaven. And we all do. Like I have a lot of loved ones up in heaven. Yeah. It's really gnarly. Yeah. And I know that's not the end.
Right.
Like I just know. Like it's so crazy. Like I'm sorry to keep going back to Kobe, but he is too alive to be dead. And I like forever, period. And I just believe that and I feel that. However, put myself in his wife's shoes and his daughter's shoes who are still here. My gosh. And his, that's just to take up that much space in life and to have that exit. Yeah. Like I pray to God that he shows up every day for them and and I know he will, and I know he is, but I pray that that they get to the space where they can receive him.
I love that.
Because he'll forever be with them.
Yeah.
But it's just hopefully, the grief or the sadness or the loss doesn't get in the way of feeling that.
No, for sure. Yeah. Life is nuts, man. The things that we have to,
it's just a transformation.
Yeah.
Part of it.
I mean, I would like to think so. I came up with this word 2 days ago journaling that I'm going to
survivable.
I think that needs to go right next to this one, even though they're different, but I love it so much. Survivable. No, I was writing my journal and I was thinking that, I am artalytical. So isn't that cool? Artalytical. Yeah. You heard it here first, people. No, I'm going to start doing something with it because, as a Gemini, I am very logical. I'm very analytical. Janine in New York always no, not literally, because I'm like, but I can't help it. Sometimes, but I'm obviously an artist. I'm a creative. Amina the other day told me something so rad and beautiful that I've never heard. She said, "You're a constellation thinker." Oh, how amazing is that?
And time out. What does that mean? Does that mean that
my thoughts are not linear. They're like over here.
Yeah.
I feel like you are you.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this with you.
It's like sensory with you too, which is just layers and.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's great for storytelling, or it can be. But so rather than this,
that's beautiful.
Just straight down the line.
Yeah.
I'll go over here. I go over here, and I'm pulling. Yeah. Constellation thinker.
I love it.
It's so pretty.
Well, because you're always pulling. I believe you are always pulling from life experience, and you're always diving deep into something and then living it, and so that makes sense.
Right. No, that's totally exactly.
Yeah.
Where was I going? I got way out to Saturn.
No, I know. To Saturn. Can I hold this?
Yeah.
Sorry. It's a ginormous crystal.
I love it. Okay, so listen. I talked about this last year, and I really wanted this podcast. I wanted it to become a video podcast.
Yes.
And towards the bottom of last year, I thought I was ready to pull the trigger. It's a lot more lifting for those who don't know. It just is. And I'm already
Have you put out any hiring videographer? Like the intern needed.
We're booming with that. No, she has a big piece of selenite in her lap. Sorry. This is amazing.
Oh, is that why you mentioned the video?
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
Well, kind of. And it also bridges me to a question that I have for you.
Also help wanted. Sorry. Okay. Sorry.
No, well, that's a goal this year that it's just, I'm going to integrate.
I think you should, Rox, because you're so expressive and you're so stunning. And it's just, it all makes sense when you can see it and hear it. And,
thank you. Well, right back at you, girlfriend.
Thank God this
you're literally a crystal all over. You look dope. What are you talking about? I love this.
Oh, do you?
You guys, I came from all 3 workouts. She's got her sick arms with this shirt that says "Breathe Deeply." You always have edge.
Do I?
Yeah, girl.
God, I like that.
My best friend.
I know. Shoot, that was. I got my golden goose on. No, I'm training in all black all year. It's so fun.
I love it.
It's really hot sometimes. Yeah.
Get on the court.
Dude, war paint. I swear to you, I want to wear it.
Okay, well, let's get a look.
I know.
All right.
It could be simple and subtle.
Yeah.
I bought me some Zinga. That's not the war paint.
No.
And I grew up in the 80s in Santa Cruz. Zinga was my jam. However, I'm 41. Now I can't do Zinga. We need more refined.
We need something.
I'm dead serious.
Okay.
Yeah.
When's your first match?
Mid-March.
Okay.
Mid-March in Australia. That could be amazing. We've talked about this. I want to honor the warriors. I want to honor the Aborigines when I play in Australia. I'm going to win a gold in Tokyo this summer. I want to honor
samurais.
The samurais. Whoever. How dope is that? Oren Ishii.
Yeah. So
from
sick.
Kill Bill.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I love
African
it.
Queens
you're calling in the energy.
Yes, I am.
Yes.
One of the very first people I heard mention something like that was, I think her name is Elizabeth Lindsay, and Gervais interviewed her on Finding Mastery. And she's an islander of some sort. And she talked about her people. And they would, when they were looking for other islands, they would call the islands to them. They'd get actively on the ocean, but they would call. And it's manifesting, and it's when I visualize a perfect game, I'm calling that to me. And I want that in my life. And so I wear all this gold shit constantly. So I want the war paint.
Yeah.
Part of me is afraid that I'm going to offend somebody, but it's dude, I know my heart. I honor Native Americans. I honor the Indians, the chieftains. My husband's a cowboy. I have so much reverence for that, and don't the PC world scares me.
Well, I was just going to say,
but I just, whatever. I wear Muhammad Ali all day long, and I'm afraid people are going to say I'm like culturally appropriating him.
We just live in a time where
I honor that man and
you really
everything he stood for. You know? Yeah. So I would love to be part of that frame of mind. People can think what they think, and people coming from that space have probably been hurt.
Yeah.
You know, and I can respect that. I just, I want to be free, and I want to honor who I want to honor.
I mean, without even focusing on that specific topic, I think period, we live in a time where no matter what, you are always capable of offending someone because people are so easily offended these days.
They're choosing it.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, so you can't, what you do is you just, you know your intentions, you know who you are, and you live your truth, and that's what you do, right? I mean, that's what I think.
No, yeah, 100%.
You know,
yeah.
So sorry, I'm just thinking, and we're gonna have a creative talk, but like we can do something fun with gold.
Yeah,
or
I have a whole vision board.
Okay, I mean, I do your makeup. We can make
Miss Sam will do the hair.
Yeah,
gotta get Brookie involved.
No, but I want to create exactly.
Yeah.
A look for your game.
She's so dope.
Yeah.
Brookie she wears all black. She puts her hair up like a samurai, and she's just like, she's so rad, man.
She is rad.
Yes.
Shout out to Brooke. You are rad.
I really adore her.
Yeah.
She's lots of things.
How is she
powerful
making
things.
You better?
Brooke has a level of thoughtfulness to her. I don't even know how to put it into words.
Which says a lot, I think, for me.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate when you can't.
Oh, well, sorry. It's few apart.
No, you meaning like even me. I can't express how much I love you because words don't.
No, they don't. Yeah. No justice. But she's Brooke is a mirror for me. You know, I probably share too much with her. And she's helping me she's like an alchemist. She's helping me become an alchemist with myself. She's helping me purify the bullshit out of my life. The BS part of my process, the soot, the weird chemicals. She's purifying me by being constant and steady and faithful and forever forward with what she's working toward. She's rad. She is subtly, she's not even subtle. She's just a powerful person because she's just constant.
Yeah.
You know?
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, constant.
She's very deep.
Consistent.
Yeah.
These are very important traits.
Hugely.
Yeah.
Hugely.
I mean, I think you and I both value them in a very similar way where it's pretty much top three. It's
100%.
Yeah.
Dude, if someone's inconsistent, whether it's, which I shouldn't say this with mood because I'm all over the place, but it's really hard for me.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I need my footing under me. And I really appreciate consistency. If you're an a-hole, be consistent. No worries.
I agree because at least you know what you're.
Yeah.
Right.
An a-hole. I'm like, what?
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you a question and then we went to Pluto really quick, which was rad. But no, I love it. No, I wanted to go there with you. No, I want to ask you, do you think that there's a difference between a goal versus a vision? And that's one part. Second part, is winning gold a goal or a vision? And please explain the difference after you determine which one it is.
Rox.
No.
A goal to me is so black and white and so 2D. A vision is 5D. It's all the senses are firing. It's a vision is the journey, right? And the whole purpose of having the goal is to go on the journey and to live it. So the vision is just way richer to me. And I named Tokyo 2020. It's a vision quest. I'm on this quest. It is my quest, to become greatness, to be greatness, to live and love. Whatever that vision means to me, it's a vision. It's fully thought out and ever evolving and transforming into something more and more powerful. Not limited by my beautiful, big, bold dreams. I'm a big dreamer right now. And I give the world and God and the universe as much permission as they want to blow me away. Yeah. With beyond my dreams because I believe in it. I believe I'm capable. I believe our team is capable. I believe everyone is deserving. But that's what I want.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I didn't think it was a goal.
I mean,
but goals are rad too.
So
but it's just
goals
but that was so poetic what you just said. Yes, I love that. Whereas the goal
there's ultimate.
Yeah.
But then once that happens, then
so I want to ask you. Carry on. Outside of the vision of winning gold in Tokyo, what is another big vision you hold for 2020? 'Cause we're going to be talking again.
Oh, how fun. Oh, teaser. Dude, man rocks.
I know, I'm picking on you.
No, it's like, I'm like working on 3 things in my life. Number one, we'll just call it connection, I guess. And within connection is harmony with myself, with my God, and with my people, right? And my people are small and mighty, but my people. And I'm pointing at you being one of them. My children, my husband, my Brooke, Kyode, like my people, my parents, like my people. So deep connection with them. Never losing sight of them, never not expressing how I feel about them, finding ways to connect always,
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to dominate. I want to kick everyone's ass. I want to be the most dominant player in the world. And I want to be the winningest team in the world in all of 2020, starting day 1. And I want 1440 to kick ass. Like, I want it to become a sustainable, fully funded, amazing business movement that is transforming our sport. And that's elevated to the number 1 sport for women, which will elevate the men's game as well. And the athletes who are the top of the top will actually be professionals because they're making a living. The juniors underneath will be able to better carry the load and enjoy the journey to greatness and not be like overloaded with burden and like overdoing, overuse or whatever it is, too much anxiety because everything is goal based or outcome based.
Right.
It's so weird. I've never thought of a goal as a diminished thing until you just put it against vision. I might need to eliminate that. My word. But no, so I want 1440 to kick ass and I want to be a big part of that. I want to win gold and dominate with Brooke. And I want my people and myself to just
have deeper
do
harmonies.
It together
Yeah.
And to dance together and just to feel loved.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Because it's all happening.
It's all happening.
No, it's literally all happening.
It's a bit messy.
But what?
Man.
Great. I mean,
it's not, I'm just messy. I'm just gotta own it. I'm just a messy person right now. Jenya, who I love and adore, my best friend since I was 10.
yeah. Hi, Jenya.
She's rad. Yeah, you've met her. So she's been on this amazing spiritual journey the past years. And it's beautiful. But she was telling me about something she was talking about. And at one point she was talking about this human who was having problems. And this human was like, I'm strong, I'm tough. And she goes, you don't have control of your emotions. That's a weakness. And that was like, oh, snap. Like, I'm so weak. I'm so weak. My emotions. I love being emotive. I love feeling my life and caring. But like my emotions lately are getting the best of me. And that's like, when I can kind of not wrangle them because I don't want them to be like,
no, I mean,
whatever,
you
scripted.
No,
but just like
you working with them. I think that's, I mean, I think sometimes there's a misconception with me that because I'm so strong that maybe I can have a harder time being vulnerable and I'm like, whoa, the opposite.
No, you're like my sister Kelly. Like you badasses, like you got that armor, but you got the softest hearts.
And I lean into it and I love it.
You do. Yes.
If I'm having a moment emotionally, whatever the emotion is, I'm just like
it so much sometimes.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So
well, there's a
you go, well,
point.
my period's coming. And
that is such a real thing.
I know it's real, but it's so funny.
It's so true, and I'm so grateful
cute.
to understand biology. Where I'm like, okay, this is not just in your head.
If I knew all that, I'd be in deep shit.
No, I think it would help you.
Sometimes I'm in China, and like I wore like what a Fitbit or a Whoop, whatever.
Oh, you're watching.
And I woke up. And it told me to get back in bed, and I have the semifinals, and I was like, you can go F off. I will never wear you again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but is this an opportunity to strengthen your mind? Because
my mind is strong.
Yeah,
I don't need one more thing to be like, okay. Well, but you talking about it kind of gives me permission to. Like if I'm not competing and I'm like, okay, I'm a little bit more weepy, I'm a little bit more vulnerable, whatever it is. I'm human. But then it does like help me to fortify myself when I know that time is coming. I can like ramp up certain things.
Yeah, well, you know how to train around it. You know how to eat around it. That's a real thing.
Yeah, because I don't have the luxury of changing things. Yeah. You know, because like I'm competing. Like they don't give a crap if I'm on my period or if I'm like, in that time of month where, I feel like.
Right. If you're in the luteal phase and this is
exactly
your hormones are over here, like it doesn't matter. It's still game on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've never even paid attention to that. I never had any issues until I became like late 30s. And I'm like, oh,
it's a real thing. Real. No, and I think it's important just because we're here, just because there's so many, I mean, there's obviously, one of the raddest things actually on the way here, I was thinking, one of the coolest things about my girl, you, is that...
I was like, who girl are you talking about?
Is that the ages of women who adore you, who love you, who pay attention to you, it is so broad. I mean, we have the youngest of young to, the wisest of wise, like just, you know what I mean? And that's a beautiful thing. And it's not that common, it's not. Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Okay.
Calling it. Well, some women.
You're right.
Some people can dominate a certain age group.
No, yeah.
And because there's more relatability there. But I think what's so beautiful is how you can touch all the different ages of, women, young girls. And so to go back to the cycle thing really quick, I think it is important because I know, there's a lot of young girls who are listening, but paying attention to that stuff is really important. And I was literally thinking of you yesterday because of this, because we've talked about this before. But there was a podcast episode I was listening to by Jade Teta, who's awesome. He's a doctor, specializes in hormone, functional physician. And he was specifically talking about hormones for the cycle of women, specifically towards athletes, because you can shift your diet and your training. Obviously, if you're in training, you got to go compete. Like it is what it is, but you're not there every day. Right. And so understanding, what your hormones are doing week by week and what that means, how that's affecting your diet and how that'll affect your performance. It's a tool. I just want to say that's a powerful tool and then maybe the sooner that you start understanding, not to mention just for your own health, understanding your cycle, it could be a very empowering and effective tool.
That makes me want to hire someone to tell me what to do. That sounds so exhausting to me right now.
Yeah, you could just listen to
so valuable.
Well, when I have him on the podcast, because he's coming on next month, I'll make sure that
you have rad people, Rox. You do good.
Well,
you're good at this.
You're trying to. I love you. Thank you. That means a lot. Because side note, most might think, it's easy to do a podcast with your bestest girl. Oh no,
you're prepared.
Yeah. Well, no. My muse this morning told me like, okay, there's a whole thing.
Is it a whole thing?
Well, because I think for me, it's one part, I know so much about you, right? So a lot of times when you're having a podcast, when I'm in conversation with someone, there's a lot of things that I don't know, or I've done my research, but I'm learning a lot along the way, whereas like, I know so much about you. That's one part. And then I've also, even on a kind of professional level, being your makeup artist all these years and listening to you talk, through all the interviews and all the things, it's like, I know the questions. I know the thing, you know what I mean? And it's like, and it's all important and it's all beautiful and it's all valuable. But for me, I'm like, I am her best girl. I've got like privileged access. I am being a high performer. I'm like, I want to create the most incredible environment and piece of content that my girl is proud of. Like, you matter the most, and all of you out there, I want you to love this too. But like, it was all about Kerri for sure. And so,
you live your life that way. It's beautiful.
Well, yeah. Like, why would it be different with you when I'm approaching everything that I'm doing? If anything, because I love you so much and I care even more. I'm like, holy shit, I gotta like.
Well, dude, what's so cool is that I appreciate every single thing that I know and don't know that you did for this. Like, I can feel it because it's, you can feel when someone's prepared or cares or whatever it is. But what I appreciate about you is that like, you love yourself so much, and you love loving yourself, and you love feeling great, and you do all these things. You frame your life around those two things, right? Yeah. And you treat the people you love the same, and you show up that way for us. And that's like, it's really special, because a lot of people, they call it in, and whatever. But if you're in, you're in, and it's really beautiful. And that means that you honor your podcast guests like that. You honor your friends like that, your family. Like, you're not normal.
You.
You're not normal.
Well, then what does that mean about you?
Oh, I know. It means I'm rad. That's like the easiest part to be like, okay, I can give myself a high five because it's clear that I have something good going on because my people like.
Yeah, I'm with you. On
like
the hardest
you don't
days,
hang, man.
I'm like,
you would
no.
be pieced out.
Bye.
My husband too, and he tried, and he came back. My kids haven't tried yet, but threatened.
Oh my God.
They haven't fired me as a mother yet, but
you're an amazing mom.
I want to be. I am not. I don't know how to answer that. I want to be.
Yeah, I didn't ask you to answer it. It was a question
because I want to say no. I'm not. But I look at my kids and I have like the love is so profound. It's shocking.
Oh no, it's
my
amazing.
God. Like thank you God. Like I just those little ones.
And you do it. Yeah, I love your kids. How do you not?
If you didn't.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like,
no,
it's not that I love your kids just because they're your kids. It's like they have their own gnarly spirit and character. And, you know, Sundance, I remember when just recently I brought back up that 4-point, is that basketball? 4-point shot?
Oh, remember that 3-point? You're so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're so cute.
I brought it back up.
If he got fouled, it would have been a 4-point shot, but it was a 3-point shot. Sorry. Okay.
So I'm watching Sundance and take him to basketball, and he made this, and I can replay it in my mind right now. And I brought it up to him the other day, and he said, "I always think about that." Or I think,
shush.
Yeah, no, I swear.
He probably does.
Yeah, well, if he speaks, he's not.
No,
it's like it's truth.
I know. Well, yeah, that's amazing. No, sometimes he's full of shit. In that I'm just like coming to understand this. He likes to feel like he knows I think he thinks he should know everything.
The owl, is that because we call him a shaman?
No, I hope not. I feel like I'm reinforced. I feel like when I was a kid, I felt dumb a lot. Like I felt really dumb. And I was afraid people would think I was dumb. And I don't remember anything ever happening where
why did you think you were dumb?
I don't know. I just
really?
I can't put it together.
Okay.
But I had major anxiety around tests. Like I felt dumb and inadequate. And anyhow, and I feel this anxiety in Sundance when he gets asked a question, like he should know everything. And he knows so much. Like he knows the instinctive knowledge and like the whatever. Like,
whatever. He's a wise little soul, man.
You know? Yeah. And then, but like the book stuff, all this other stuff is harder for him.
Right.
You know, I don't know why I just said that, but like, yeah.
No. Well, it's so cute. I love him. Because I can visualize his face to understand.
Oh, he gets all hot.
It's
he like, I don't even,
Going back to say you're an incredible mom. And being that you're an incredible mom and I'm bringing this back. Okay, there's a couple.
Okay, sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
2:33.
Okay,
We're
see?
cruising.
Okay, cool. No, well.
I guess my brother-in-law proposed to my sister by saying, "Welp."
Really? That's amazing.
And I like Chris. He's so rad. Welp. I want that on a shirt.
That's really good.
I know. He's so rad. And she's so rad.
So
they
funny.
Fit. Yeah.
Okay, so I have questions. Okay. The reason why I just started all over, I'm just going to admit it, is because I said
What?
And I don't want to be umming all the time. I'd rather be umming than liking, for sure.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Me and Amina were talking about this the other day. We were catching ourselves. It's really funny. Yeah, as a lover of speaking, a conversationalist, I don't want to be umming all the time.
Okay, I'm not going to hold myself.
I'm calling myself out on this. I'm keeping it fucking real.
You can have that for yourself. I'm going to say and like it. Shit.
It's hard. It's a great challenge, though.
I probably say dude and yo too much.
I dude yo. I dude yo all the time.
But that's like another and like. No,
I feel like that is when you're about to drop something deep. As someone lived in New York for years, yo,
it's true.
Yo, I got it.
Oh, I don't say
And when I'm like, dude, it's basically get ready. Mm-hmm.
True.
And it's not a filler. Yo could be a filler.
Well, okay. You can edit these things too.
I kind of don't want to.
Okay, sorry. Strict accountability. I support you in the lack of. Go for it.
I love you.
Could have like a penny jar.
Okay, so there's 2 more parts before I release you to be the excellent mom.
Okay.
I'm being mindful of time. So 3 questions.
This was the most fun. Time out. Sorry, I just had to say that. Yeah, so fun.
I love you. I believe you right now.
Oh, I'm sweating. I'm so pumped. Like, there's so many things in my body right now.
And hold on.
I'm not going to leave here tired. Like, I'm going to leave here like...
Elevated?
Yeah.
Yes. That's my goal.
I aspire to leave people like that, but do you know what I fear I leave people with all the time?
What?
Like hit by a tornado. Like I feel like that's the energy I leave people with.
That's you. I really think it's you.
Well,
I would tell you.
Please do.
I would.
Okay.
You know
Thank
I
you.
would.
Yeah, I'm not like I honestly feel like I do that most times.
Well, I mean, I'm just going by what I've witnessed when we work.
Okay, cool.
You know?
Okay.
People
I feel like I might exhaust people.
No.
But that's okay too.
But
Anyhow,
I'll
go.
pay more attention and I'll call you out if necessary.
Yeah, be nice because I'll cry.
Yeah.
Please. I'm being coached too much. But
I love you.
I'm here to get better.
Okay. Amber, this is all from Instagram. So 3 people from Instagram who love on you and want to share their questions for you, Mama. Okay. Amber asks, how do you manage nerves going into something like the Olympics? She is a competitor in jiu-jitsu.
Oh, hi. How rad.
Yeah.
How fun.
She's awesome.
Well, man, I've had it's been a process to be okay with feeling nervous because that's a beautiful part of the game. You could either frame it as I'm nervous or I'm excited. And the later years of my career, I'm framing those nerves, those butterflies as this is just excitement, which is just energy, which is rad. One of the most powerful things that I took away from my playing relationship with April Ross, who we won bronze with, the very first match we ever played, I was so nervous, like ridiculously nervous. I get nervous a lot. And I'm like, Abe, my butterflies are just going. They are just on fire. I'm like, I'm so nervous. She's like, oh my gosh. She's like, you should name them. And I was like, oh yeah. She's like, you should name them Victory. And I was like, done. Like that's the most powerful thing. And I love sharing that with people because now when I feel nerves, I'm like, victory is rising.
Oh, that's
and I'm
so good.
owning it, and it's the difference between being nervous or being excited, being like, I want to be tuned in and turned on, and that's all nervous is.
That's beautiful.
It's rad. It's real.
Yeah.
It's just it's that mindset.
It really
it's
is.
That switch.
It is. It's a perspective.
It's the wolf you feed. Are you going to feed the nervous wolf or the excited wolf?
Right.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that.
You should.
Victory butterflies.
You do.
I do.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I definitely face a lot of.
You step up. If you step up, like you're always going to be a little bit nervous because you're alive. Like that's beautiful.
Absolutely. I mean, I think anytime you're stepping up to a challenge, I just think of like fighters. Are you
supposed to be flatlined?
No, like, man, you're supposed to be a little. You're supposed to feel some kind of nervousness, and if you don't, I don't. Then it doesn't matter to you.
Yeah, but just rename it if you want.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck,
Victory
Amber.
butterflies. Next question is from Julie. Julie, the rock star nutritionist, Julie Keene.
Oh,
okay.
Julie's so rad. Dude,
She's
Julie's
amazing.
helped me so much.
I know.
Dude, like literally. Thanks, Julie. We're not done yet, clearly. I gave the gift of help to my whole family this Christmas.
That's
which was
so
a consultation with
That's
Julie
cute.
Keene. I know. They need to call her.
Yeah.
And if they don't, I will use the session. But Julie, for the world, I appreciate Julie. Thank you for introducing me to Julie.
Welcome.
And she's so nice.
Her.
She's helped me with 1440 and her sweet daughter.
Well, she really cares.
She really cares.
Me and her, we go into 4-hour rabbit holes.
No, totally.
It's so easy.
I love geeks for what they do.
Me
and she's
too.
such a geek and she cares. Like, what a great combination.
I know. And she's so smart. I just did labs again. And it's such a beautiful feeling for me that I can send her my labs. And when something could read high or whatever, which doesn't even necessarily mean it's bad.
Right.
It's just how the labs can read, she's so cute. She fires back like, your labs look great. I mean, she would tell me, we've been through
of
something.
Course. Yeah.
But she's just amazing.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
I love this question from Julie. Do you feel nutrition is more important as female athletes get older?
No, nutrition is just important, period. I have children. I see when they like crap and I see how they behave. It affects them deeply. Like it affects their ability to cope with life, period. As a woman, I feel like I got away with a lot when I was younger and I don't even know if I paid attention to if I was bloated or if it just affected me or not. I don't know. But where I'm at now, it's vital. And I don't know if it's an age thing or if it's a strength and sensitivity thing because I'm super sensitive. Like my real-time feedback, if I eat something that doesn't suit me, I will look 5 months pregnant, and I'll feel sluggish and my brain will be whatever it is. So I just think across the board, nutrition is so important. It just dictates my mood. It dictates my performance. It dictates my ability to be a great mom and wife and woman. And so I think that has to go along the whole line from children on to adults.
I love that. I back that up.
No, I know you
Geek
live
over
that.
here.
No, I
Yeah.
know.
Well,
you a-hole with the perfect skin.
No, I do not.
Always great energy. No, it's so worth it. It's such a valuable.
It's such an important piece.
There's
information.
Wait, discipline equals freedom, right? Jocko Willink. And that, like, if you can have discipline in your nutrition, in your recovery, which is sleep, plenty of things, in your weight training, whatever it is, like, it gives you the freest, best feeling life. And that's what I wish for everybody. And as a parent, it's like, I would take a bullet for my kids every day.
Yeah.
Repeatedly. And like happily, but like the discipline of having them eat well and like being that tough and that disciplined is so much harder than like taking a bullet. Like, not that I've never taken a bullet, but you know what I'm saying? That analogy, it's like, dude, it's gnarly.
It's hard.
Because it's just like, just the world today and convenience and
time and
so much lies on packages. Like, it pisses me. My mom's type 1 diabetic and I want to sue everybody.
Yeah, it's real.
She works so hard and they lie to her.
Right.
Stevia in the raw. Yeah. That's the second ingredient. Are you kidding me? Behind sugar. Like, when Julie said that, I almost lost my mind.
Because it can affect someone's life on a.
Yes. It makes me so sad because everyone's trying.
Yeah. I mean,
well, different levels of that. But it's like,
no.
Yeah, stay out of the middle aisles. Like, and then you have a chance. And move.
Perfect.
And like, yeah.
Well, I actually wanted to ask you, if you had a magic wand and you can, give a positive habit to the masses, what would it be? I feel like you just answered it.
Yeah. No, I would say choose real food.
Yeah.
Like, it's just because it affects
I feel like
every area of your life.
Actually.
Oh, really? Oh, in all things?
I just feel like discipline. Well, because it's the hardest thing for people to really to implement.
No, totally.
Yeah, but you framed it so perfectly.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Whatever. Dude, discipline has allowed me to live a beautiful life. Like, it's like competition. That's a dirty word to a lot of people. Discipline is a dirty word because they feel like handcuffed. I'm like, God, it's so the opposite.
To me,
as far as I'm concerned.
So goes hand in hand with self-love.
100%.
I talked about that recently. It's so true. It's
totally.
You said it so perfectly. The discipline really allows you the space, the freedom to just to feel good, to live good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which makes you a better mom.
Which makes you a better existence on the planet.
Yes. No, totally. Yeah, it's everything. Yeah, and the discipline of like meditating or stillness or getting off technology, like all of these things, like everything, so many things are an input to your system.
It's information.
Yes, and we need to dial that back.
Right.
And just like be selective because it's too much.
Okay, last question. So this is from Brooklyn May. Hi, Brooklyn May. It is a really good name. How do you keep pushing yourself even when you're tired or feel like giving up?
I love it, Brooklyn. I just love it. Even when I have resting bitch energy. I sincerely love it.
Yeah.
Period.
Done.
Like, that's the ultimate fuel is love.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. Okay. Last piece.
Okay.
Ready? Got to get you out of here.
Yeah. They're going to give them away. But on the hard days, I do think about my people and what I'm working toward, the vision. And I want to be true to my vision. So taking a moment when it's hard, stop whining. You cannot be a victim and a master at the same time. Paul Selig, amazing stuff. And I never want to be a victim. So it's just like, if you want something, own it, not only when it's easy. Yeah, that's like a verse in the Bible. I steal everything. It's perfect. I wish I could speak in quotes. I actually think I do.
I think you do.
Every minute of this podcast has been stolen.
So good. Sorry. It's so funny. Okay, these are rapid fire words.
Ooh.
So whatever top of mind. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Love.
The ultimate.
Confidence.
What just came into my mind was elusive. But prior to that was I want.
You know what I was thinking?
What?
Work every day.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
you got
legitimately work every day to be confident. I'm a confident woman.
No, totally.
Straight up, you guys, every single day I'm working on my confidence.
You have to.
You have to.
Well, dude, yeah. It's so interesting. Like it's a choice.
Yeah.
It's like I want to do nothing out of coming from the place of fear ever. And it doesn't mean that I'm always confident. It's just I'm not fearful. So it's like if I'm choosing to step in the arena, whatever that arena is in that moment, Like it's going to be leaning into confidence, that knowing that I'll work my way there.
Yeah.
Even if I don't feel there at that moment, you know?
Yeah, I love it.
Fear.
Challenge.
Awesome. So fun.
Beer. I was laughing internally. Like we're going to go there.
Fear is a catalyst.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Courage.
My favorite virtue. Courage has everything in it.
What are the 3 virtues you live by? Your favorite day to day?
Well, courage is number 1. Integrity and kindness.
Integrity is such a big word for me.
Dude.
Pretty much everything.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah. There you go.
Ready?
Courage
2 more
has
words.
integrity in it. Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Excellence.
Oh, what I'm after.
What she is. Okay. I can say it, but you can too. Fangs. Resilience.
It is a choice. Yeah. Is that right?
It's like, I love you so much. You're everything.
Thank God.
Oh my God. Okay, listen, but this is part 1. We have several more
I would answer those
obviously.
so differently, like in 5 minutes, perhaps.
Well,
not that I take anything back.
Well, that's actually part of the fun because I want to bring back things. Yeah, totally.
I love it.
We got a lot to do.
We do, Rox.
This is
We got
a
a
big
whole
year.
lifetime to do it, but yes, I know this is a great year.
Well, this is a very, you know how like your goals are my goals. Your vision is my vision too. I literally, when you compete, the last Olympics, when I know you're going to play.
Sorry about that.
I bring, what?
I'm kidding.
I bring you, I'm in my
You
training.
weigh show for me. Oh.
Dude, no, I literally am training to win for you. And so it brings out better training for me. So thank you.
Well, good.
Because.
Well, this year you'll be there.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited. I love you.
I love you.
Everybody, you guys know where to find my girl on Instagram. That's mostly where you hang, right? Facebook,
Man.
too.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And please, if I had one favor, it would be check out P1440.
I was just
Thank you,
gonna say-
Mama. I know you were.
of course.
Yeah. We are getting better. We are growing. We're evolving. We are here to be of service.
Yes.
And to be the standard bearer for the sport and for life.
And all of you who are already paying attention, involved, and supporting P1440, we love you.
God bless you all.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Everything's in the show notes. Love you guys. To be continued.
Deuces.
Thanks so much for tuning into this episode, you guys. If you loved it, please share it on your social. Throw it up on your Instagram stories and tag me. I'm at Black Belt Beauty. I am also at Roxy Look, RoxyLook. I love connecting with you guys. This is a conversation that I want to just continue growing with you guys. So if you feel inspired to hit me up, do so in that space. I always enjoy hearing from you. If you'd like to support this podcast, you can do so by rating it and reviewing it via iTunes. It's such supportive help, you guys. It really helps the visibility of this podcast. So I appreciate and thank you in advance for doing that. And last but not least, if you are interested in starting your own podcast, or perhaps you already have one and you need help with, editing your audio and the production of it, I cannot recommend my producers enough. Resonate Recordings, you guys, they are the bomb. I rely on them. They are an absolute supportive tool to me and my podcast. So check them out and let them know that Black Belt Beauty sent you. And on that note, you guys, I'm signing off with all my love and always looking forward to catching you on the next.